If you have a child who's struggling to read, it can be an emotional and frustrating process. For some children, undiagnosed visual issues may be causing or contributing to the problem. Most people view their 20/20 score as the end-all be-all in terms of vision, but this is not the case. There are a number of other visual skills that are crucial to reading, learning, coordination, and other life skills. First, the eyes have to work together as a team. At all times, we are viewing the world from two slightly different angles, one from the left eye and one from the right. These two images go to our brain and we see the world as one. In order for this to happen, our eyes must align and intersect at whatever it is we're looking at. One of the most common culprits is convergence insufficiency, which is the difficulty or inability to turn both eyes inward as a team for near tasks. This is how we explain it to the kids with whom we work. Imagine you're a superhero and your superpower is laser vision. You have one laser coming out of your left eye and one coming out of your right eye. To defeat a bad guy, your two lasers must intersect at the bad guy. The closer he gets to you, the more your eyes will have to turn inward to make this happen. But what happens if your lasers don't go that way? If we replace the bad guy with everyday objects, we see that when we are reading, our eyes must be in this inward posture. A child with convergence insufficiency may have one or both eyes wanting to drift outward to a more relaxed, straightforward position. Convergence insufficiency can lead to physical symptoms such as headache, eye strain, or fatigue. It can also manifest into behavioral symptoms such as avoidance, distractibility, frustration, or hyperactivity. Studies have found that convergence insufficiency can sometimes be misdiagnosed as ADD or ADHD. Scientists found that children diagnosed with ADHD had 3 times the presence of convergence insufficiency when compared to the general population, and that children with convergence insufficiency had 3 times the diagnosis rate of ADHD. We need to remember that at some point, a child will recognize and accept that reading is just hard for them. When they begin to internalize this, it can come out in different ways, both emotionally and behaviorally. Eye movements are another crucial visual skill. Going back to our tools analogy, think back to when your computer mouse had a ball in it, and if you didn't have a mouse pad, if you were asked to fill out a spreadsheet, it would be a nightmare. The cursor either wouldn't move far enough, or it would shoot across the screen and you'd have to slowly bring it back. Now, imagine you were racing someone who had a brand new laser mouse. You could get the job done, but it would take you longer and it would be very frustrating. If a child has jumpy or erratic eye movements, it may explain skipping words or having trouble finding the beginning of a new line of text. This is actual footage of eye movements while reading. This first video is me, and this is how reading should look. Small, precise jumps to each subsequent group of words, and a quick transition to the beginning of the next line. This is actual footage from one of our clients with eye movement issues. This is what reading looks like to him. No amount of extra reading practice will overcome this child's issues until he fixes the tools he is using. Here you can see the little girl from before with how much improvement there was in her eye movements after training. We get asked all the time, what is the best age to do this type of training? The short answer is, the younger the better. As you can see, if everyone else is progressing at a 1-to-1 ratio in terms of reading ability across time, that gap will widen if we're going at a lower rate. That being said, no matter what age your child is, it's not too late to start raising the trajectory of their bar and improving and building confidence today. The best place to start, and something I recommend for every child, is to go through a vision therapy assessment. In this appointment, we will measure and quantify all these visual skills and more. We ask that one parent be present and observant, and even better if all parties can be there. This will help you understand where the scores come from, how your child did, and how they would stand to improve. If you're not a candidate for this, we'll let you know. If you are, be excited to have found a path toward improvement and increased confidence. The main thing that I try to articulate to all new parents exploring working with us is that we really strive to make this an enjoyable, confidence-building experience for your child. Vision therapy is not inherently exciting or fun. It's very repetitive. but we take a great deal of pride in having children enjoy the experience along the way. When they walk in, we will be genuinely excited to see them, and we hope to have the opportunity to work with them. Our office is located in an athletic training facility. You'll see our walls lined with NHL and NFL athletes that we've worked with. While it's fun and exciting that we work with these high-caliber athletes, our program was originally created to help kids with reading issues, and that is and always will be our top priority. Thank you for watching. Hope to hear from you soon.